දසනකාන්ති චූර්ණය සහිත ලීවර් ආයුෂ් දන්තාලේපය දත්වල ඇති ප්‍රශ්න 10ක් වළකයි.
Yesterday, protesters at the Galle Face Green announced that they decided to leave the location. Since then, protesters were seen removing the tents and libraries set up at the site. Some of the protesters, including actress Damitha Aberatna, left the premises last night after stating to media that a collective decision was taken to quit the Galle Face site, but added their struggle has not ended. By this afternoon, most of the tents were removed. However, some were seen at the protest site with around 7 tents remaining. Where the protesters quit the Galle Face site, it was announced that they had withdrawn writ applications in the appeal court, claiming their right to protest after police notified to leave the site by the 5th of August. Meanwhile, the Bar Association of Sri Lanka has written to IGP CD Vikramaratne, drawing his attention to complaints received from its members and the Colombo Magistrates Court Lawyers Association on the arrests of persons by police officers dressed in civilian clothing and without any identification. BASL said it is therefore of utmost importance that police officers carrying out arrests identify themselves at the time of arrests and afford persons arrested an immediate opportunity to communicate with their relatives, friends or their attorneys. BASL called upon the IGP as head of the police department to immediately ensure that all arrests are carried out strictly according to procedures established by law and that instructions are given to all police officers in this respect. Meanwhile, 3 fundamental rights petitions against the state of emergency imposed by the President were called before Supreme Court judges Yasantha Kodagoda and Arjuna Obesekara earlier today. During court proceedings, Senior State Counsel Rajiv Gunatilaka, appearing on behalf of the respondents named in the petitions, expressed his intentions to file objection and pointed out that a 3-judge bench needs to be appointed, although a 2-judge bench is adequate to take these FR petitions as the applications are seeking an interim order. Upon requests by the attorneys representing the petitioners for an immediate date considering urgency of matter, the judge bench decided to call the FR petitions for consideration on August 12th. The petitions were lodged by former Commissioner of Human Rights Commission Ambika Satgunanathan, the Centre for Policy Alternatives and its Executive Director Dr. Pakkisoti Sarwanamuthu and conveners of Liberal Youth Movement Namini Pandita and Rusiru Egadage. Meanwhile, Supreme Court today extended the travel ban imposed on former Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa and former Finance Minister Basil Rajapaksa until September 5th, as they are named as respondents in a case filed over the country's economic crisis. A motion was filed on July 13th seeking an order prohibiting the former Prime Minister, former Finance Minister, former Central Bank Governor Ajit Niwad Cabral and several others from leaving the country. It was submitted in relation to a fundamental rights petition filed by the former chairman of Ceylon Chamber of Commerce, Chandra Jayaratne, requesting that an investigation be ordered against individuals responsible for the current economic crisis. The FR petition was taken up before a 5-member bench consisting of Chief Justice Jayantha Jayasuriya and Supreme Court Justices LTB Dehideniya, Buyanaka Aluvihare, Priyantha Jayawardena and Vijit Malalgoda.